You're probably wondering what all of this is about. Well, parents, grandparents, teachers, this is about combating something we call summer loss. Summer loss has actually been talked about for over a century now. It's well documented in the research. Starting in 1904, the research goes back to talking about summer loss. And in the United States, we have a school calendar that's tied to an agrarian society. So we are off for 3 months from summer. Just like if in basketball, you practice and you play games, but then you don't do it for 3 whole months. When you come back, you're rusty. You got to brush up on those skills, okay? So basketball coaches will tell you, got to get in the gym, got to get out on the court every day, every week, okay? So summer loss, when it comes to reading, is just as important as it is in basketball, okay? Reading, if you don't read all summer, and you come back to school, it's going to be your skills are going to be rusty. You're not going to remember all the words you knew when you left school before summer began. So that's what we're going to talk about. That's a big part of it. Also, increasing our parent and student engagement. One of the things, we had an evening, we had a number of parents come up during that evening, way back in, I think it was February, and talked about how we were doing at school, what things we could do better, what things we were doing well. And one of the main things that we talked about was that parents and teachers really have the same goal. Our goal is to produce kiddos, when they become adults, that are going to be successful and contributing members to our society. And we both work at it. We both have various things that need help. Schools, teachers can help parents by helping teach the values that the parents are trying to teach at home. Parents can help schools by helping their students learning the academics that they're learning here at school. We can help each other. When we work as a team, we do a much better job of preparing you guys for the future. The next part is learn who your teacher will be next year. And of course, probably what you're all been waiting for, see Mr. Allen kiss a pig.
We all want to see you do that. That's why I came here.
Boys and girls.
Of course, everybody came.
So this is a graph. I didn't label it because I want you to look at it and think about it. What might this be about?
I can't see it.
So first of all, you have kindergarten year, then a summer, then a first grade year, then a summer, then a second grade, then a summer, then a third grade, then a summer, then a fourth grade, then a summer, and then a fifth grade year. Okay?
Yeah, and we graduate.
These lines represent 2 different students. We'll call student A the red line and student B the green line. What is happening? So, boys and girls, student A is growing to the end of summer, but then drops down through the summer, and then grows through the first grade year, and then drops down a little bit during that summer. Grows, drops, grows, drops, grows, drops. Student B, the green student, is growing, and then staying the same or growing a little more, and then growing the same and growing a little more, growing all the way up. Okay? You can see that this gap gets bigger and bigger with each summer. Okay? And the difference between student A and student B is that student A is reading over the summer. Okay? Student A is reading over the summer, reading books they want to read. Reading doesn't have to be books. Reading magazines, reading newspapers. Reading. Whatever you want to read. It doesn't have to be what your teacher selected for you or your parent has selected for you. Pick out your own books and keep reading. So the next part is talking about combating summer loss. It really kind of details some of the things about the graph that we showed. In literacy, reading and writing, math, many students lose an average of 2 months of grade level equivalency, also called GLE. 2 months of grade level equivalency over the summer if they're not reading. By 6th grade, these same students can be over a year behind their peers that are reading over the summer. Students who read 10 books over the summer have better gains than those who attend summer school even. Just reading 10 books that you want to read, you can gain more than if you came to summer school. Other summer impacts. So this idea of summer loss doesn't only impact reading, it can impact math. In fact, students lose an average of 2.6 months of grade level equivalency. Students also, here's the gain part, students gain weight 3 times faster during the summer than at other times of the year. On average, not everybody. So, what can we do to combat summer loss? Read. Read what you want. Read together with your parents, or your older brothers and sisters, or your grandfathers and grandmothers, your aunts and uncles. Read when you're bored. Boys and girls, if I'm starting to bore you, I think you have a whole bag of non-boredom right there, don't you?
Yeah, but we got 10 books.
Read instead of TV or video games. Also, it's important to play. There is so much math and strategy and concepts that come in learning how to learning board games and card games. Also, sports. It's really important to get involved in those sports to combat that possible 3 times the weight gain than during other times of the year. Also, enjoy and talk. You still, despite the fact that I'm asking you to read over the summer, okay, that should be enjoyable as well. But enjoy other things during the summer. Get out and get a well-balanced, rounded summer. Go camping. When you go camping, go to the library and see if there's a travel guide about where you're going. Read up on the travel guide. Come together with your parents about a travel itinerary. Schedule your trip with your parents. Okay? Also, the fact that you're talking to each other and looking up where you're going and learning about the historical significance of certain sites, it builds background knowledge. So when you come back to school in the next year and you are learning geology or you're learning something in history, you're going to say, oh, I did that over the summer. And that's really also very... So I guess you're wondering what's in those bags. Well, books, of course. 10, in fact. 10 books that your students got to pick yesterday here at school. Also, there's a little flyer in there about the Boys and Girls Club. Boys and Girls Club offers a ton of things. And boys and girls who go to the Boys and Girls Club, you guys are in for a special treat this summer. I'm working with Miss Dana over there, and I'm going to come over there several times, probably once a week, to come over and do some fun things with you guys. Box tops.
Are you going to
Box tops. Losing my connection here. Mrs. Ronas has got a little bag for box tops in there, so keep those coming in because we were able to buy some great things for you guys. Public library. There's a little flyer in there about the public library and their summer reading program. So if you finish your 10 books, which many of you I'm sure will, there's plenty more books at the public library. Go there. Wyman Museum is also offering some very neat activities that could really build some background knowledge in terms of blacksmithing and all kinds of neat stuff. And Parks and Rec, make sure you get those bodies active. Make sure you don't gain all that weight. And school supply lists for next year are in your bags. In addition to some other things that your teachers especially prepared for you. Also, in a little while, after we go out and I Kiss the Pig, you guys will get to come into the building. And you'll be able to view your teachers for next year. There's a couple of things I wanted to say about that. The lists are tentative. Things can and do happen over the summer. So while this is our best thinking, and it's likely not to do a lot of changing, it is possible that it may. Also, I want you to know that teachers and I went through a very, very long process of trying to do our best to carefully select classes for next year. Put you in classes that we feel that you'll be most successful in, Our teachers here also, we're important to keep our classes balanced as much as possible. So, although many of you will be very happy with the teacher you've gotten, there may be some that have a concern. Your parents, if you have a concern, I want you to schedule an appointment. Well, I'm not going to talk about it with you today. I want you to schedule an appointment. My afternoon, as you can imagine, will be very busy. Schedule an appointment. I'll meet with you or call you next week, and we can talk about that. I do listen to requests and changes, but I want to have a conversation with you. So, I will also need to know that I won't make those changes right now. I'll wait till August. Wait till I know who's coming back, which new students we've gotten, and if I can keep our classes balanced. If your request makes sense, then we'll make that change based on that request, and if we can keep the classes balanced. So one more thing before we go out to Kiss the Pig, I need to say thank you to a number of contributors. First of all, I need to say thank you to the Friends of Moffat County Education, FMCE for short. They have done a lot of work. Not only have they rounded up a monetary donation to help us get all of the books that we've gotten, but they've also invested a ton of time in terms of sorting books, cleaning books up, getting them ready for you. So we need to make sure that we thank them. We have a few members of Moffat County Education. If you have questions about the Friends of Moffat County Education, the two gentlemen in the far back in the green shirts, raise your hand. Chris Jones and Luke Tucker. But if you have questions, make sure that you connect with them. Okay. Rotary also, they donated some monetary amount to help us with the purchase of those books. Sagebrush and Kiwanis as well. Also, students, parents, and teachers for their donations. We had book tubs, and those were full every day. I was impressed. Very, very much amazed at the amount of donations we were able to generate here at Sunset. Also, I need to thank the teachers in Paris for their time. Preparing for this event, just working with your kids all year long, and preparing and working with you so that you're all set for the summer. And last of all, I need to thank the SAC group, the School Accountability Committee. Actually, the idea for this night was generated at one of our SAC meetings, and they put a lot of time and effort and great brainstorming in order to get this to fruition. So Gage, how do I do this? You said sit down.
Watch out, Ryan.
Do some smooth talking first.
Hold on, Miss Amber's telling me something.
Pigs are pretty competitive with each other, so since one got a kiss, I think the other should.
She's gonna go back to it.
Yeah, right there.
Boys and girls, can we tell Gage? Okay, actually, can I get the names of the pigs?
Now you ask for their names.
Yeah.
Cashley and Dollar. Toss, kiss, and money, right? Boys and girls, can we tell Gage? Thank you.